start things off on his B site.
A slow push. They're going to get some space for free here. Pistol wall, pistol round, Sage wall is huge. C9 can easily gain the space they need, get that wall up, and really give Leviatán hell on trying to get back in here after this plant. See how the Cove play goes. Actually, no Cove to be used here. It's just going to be the wall game.
Just waiting for the high tide to come down before C9 can start executing the retake attempt. Nice little cascade being pushed forward, so Leviatán wants to fight forward in the site. Vanity draws first blood onto Com, but it gets quickly traded out, holding down the grounds towards this B site. All of C9 has currently fallen. Right here, important. The lurk coming out on the A side, the execution on B though for Leviatán. Tex trying to lurk around.
Boom.
We'll catch Xeppaa on the rotate, and look at that, all of Leviatán right after. Let's go for the full rotate back towards the A site. They have full A site control too in C9. They're just gonna have to wait it out.
Yep.
30 seconds
Early
left.
placed orb up, they cross back, and Leviatán has done such a good job so far to work the map. They go fast towards mid, which obviously is gonna make weight. Thought almost pushing in here. Tex ready to defend.
And with that plan, Mazino has a Reckoning available. Planet for a long-range battle, where Com was looking towards Belt, but he looks to be the late lurk. Something that's a signature move here for Com himself, while the rest of them are holding aggressively inside the A site. High tide comes out off the next refresh, and that's going to make it even harder for their last two players of C9 to try to move inside A. Attempt to try to save weapons. Com trying to find these kills. Runi looking for these exits to save his weapon. And there's that double swing. Nice info for Com. Mazino with the swing out. Moose cannot connect the shots. And finally does so.
Orb denial almost every round. Cascade and
for him on that side. That said though, Leviatán's playing this very cautiously. Reckoning being used against the eco of C9 because they are at a demand disadvantage.
Absolutely.
Clears out the site, trying to get the walls up. Molly to put Vanity out towards the back of Snowman as Moose is looking to help out as much as he can from the top of the bridge. Yet, we have not seen Leviatán move in for a plant yet. They're just trying to clear it out first. Orb to come up, a lean towards the hallway of Kitchen, but cannot get that contact.
So much chaos.
Yeah, Comj actually just got a pick there onto Oxy, so that's gonna make it a little bit easier to Xeppaa. Finally came in from the rotate, running long range with that beautiful Sheriff. And now Mazino off the plan is alone. 4 players now squeezing in. But they're playing passively towards this B site, but still in a position where they could actually add enough pressure to give a chance for the others to rotate around, and that's pretty much their game plan, it seems, in this first half to play on this B site. So there's finally the execution at the 34-second mark. Leviatán is trying to move in, and because they had the op posted up on the A side, they know there's no lurk, so all of C9 currently rotating towards B. Plant attempt coming down. Mazino is going to get it at the default spot. kiNgg pushed all the way up now, trying to wait for this high tide to come down towards Snowman.
Toxins going up.
This looks almost impossible for C9.
Oh. Well, maybe doable now. It has to come down to these trades. Beautiful orb to get away as Mazino gets the pick onto Vanity. Advantage coming out now for the attackers of Leviatán, and it does seem with this Hunter's Fury that's currently being held towards the garage by Com, it might help solidify the round. But the wall comes out on the defense. Here's the Hunter's Fury out on the attack. Nobody on the spike yet. But there's only 2 players left, but it's a 2 versus 2. Actually doable now. Aspas is low on HP. A tap on the spike first. The recoil dart misses, so you're forced to hand, but unfortunately there's not enough time. The last... C9 though. Already the uptrap, or sorry, the going through the rappel. Gets towards the belt. Oxy has a very aggressive positions while the other 2 are pushing towards the tower. Want to use him to try to create that space. Again, double controller very hard to do with, and it gets an insta-dink and a wall bang onto Runi, who looked like he was maybe staring at his radar for a split second and gets punished right away. So that opens up the A site, and that might be an immediate call to see. I mean, look at Xeppaa. He's already running back towards that B site. And Leviatán, well, looks like they're going to get a freebie here.
This is such a good wall. These walls we see from Leviatán here allows so much.
A tower so that he can't get wall bang from spawn. A high tide to not allow players to run through. Seems to be okay now after this.
They're entering A. When we have seen Xeppaa here, Aspas is just over any of the slows, over any of the walls. Boom, right onto 410, then onto screen. It's just so quick, even with this util.
So you saw the game plan, trying to keep the res close to Oxy because he has his Blade Storm. He dies. They could still res him here. They used their Hunter's Fury to try to stop them, but Aspas is pushing towards the spawn. Long-range battle, headshot onto Xeppaa. The third run, the uptrap, and the out, and then gets in the server, activates, and gets his ace.
You gave him time to ramp up.
Out of my way.
This is why. Just floating around.
Oh my. With kiNgg for a double pump back towards the A site. Off angle held and won by Xeppaa. Immediately gets traded out by Tex. And here's the delay round. 20 seconds left on the round. Alarm bot, double nanos, gets the pick onto
Spicy.
Tex. With 13 seconds left, Calm low HP, attempts to go for a plant. Moose
10
trying to find a
seconds
timing, but with the cloudburst, gets
Spike
away.
planted.
Oxy with a knock kill onto Mazino, leaving only a damaged Calm and Aspas at full HP to play the post plant. Updraft missing the pipes, at least trying to look back towards the screens. Recon dart coming out from Calm, spotting one player, and he's even going on a flank. So you're putting a lot of responsibility on Aspas now. Beautiful headshot onto Oxy. First tap on the spike, an attempt of a stick by Vanity. A spray as Runi gets the pick onto Calm. No defusal
Wait.
as Aspas gets the pick, but then
Action.
moves.
They're getting more aggressive.
All right, Oxy's trying to bait it out. Beautifully
There
done.
it is.
Breaks the turret, gets away so that Xeppaa falling back here to play inside the site. They do have a lockdown to work with here, so they might let Leviatán move in for a plant. Calm moving up, trying to find a timing, but Moose greets him at the bridge.
That's huge.
Two players now on the advantage for Cloud9. Bubble being drawn up. kiNgg with the lurk, looking back towards Boiler and wins that fight against Runi. Manages to escape as meanwhile we do have the plant from Leviatán. Aspas pushing forward, dropping Vanity. They can't get position right now for C9 to get the lockdown as Moose rotated all the way over towards Orange. There's only two players left though, Mazino and Aspas, and those may be the only two players you need to jiggle out. Nice shot by Oxy. Mazino alone, headshot onto Oxy on a 1v1. Oh, he just caught Moose, gets the dink, and then finds somebody with the soft, sees nobody towards B.
They're just avoiding him.
Exactly, at least an early wall to just try to get him in position outside of rafters to look back towards the orb. First peek to come out. Does get the wall bang onto Tex. Reckoning comes out to be replied by Leviatán. Slow orbs by Xeppaa just to slow things down. Nice shot by Oxy. As Aspas is trying to find some verticality up on the top of Jenny. Xeppaa gets traded out as he drops kiNgg. As the advantage continues for Cloud9. Locked down to prevent the plant from even coming through. And this will slow things down for a bit.
40 seconds left. Good anchor right now by Cloud9. Vanity still staying in position, expecting to get a party here. But if they can get a plant, there is Calm's ultimate. It would seem tough to use in this case, but never say never. Vanity's going to get the first peek here as the rotation is going to a 2-2 for DC9's defense.
This is a big gamble too. He's not trying to jump spot and delay with a snake bite. He's just trying to play a one and done and prevent the plant from happening. Orb comes up early. As Leviatán slowly scaling up for contact. The fight against Calm, and that's the spike down. 13 seconds left. Support out from Moose on the top B. And that's going to make things more difficult here for Mazino, who does manage to get both picks.
No time.
But no time in the end. C9 so far. They get the third round, but there have been some very, very tough rounds to win on their end. With that, they're going to try to death ball towards middle. Orb to come up. Moose playing aggressively inside the tube. Will potentially spot first contact. Make that first three contact, and he gets mowed down.
Very defensive position, instantly gained by all the C9 members. See, back towards spawn, back towards Boiler, outside screens. Ready to get the retake on both sides. This could be a res as well once they clear it. Yep.
And I like it. Xeppaa made sure he looked down towards bottom mid just in case. And with that res, Leviatán thinks there's less players now towards the A site, so they engage very quickly. Tempo up towards the A site. 3 players from C9 already waiting for them, but that's only 2 now left. As Xeppaa gets dropped by Tex. All of the control on the right side of the site. A nice little pit to play the pulse plant long range now. Set down by kiNgg, but the sprays are coming. Vanity's trying to find a timing. Mazino solo on HP. There is that tap, the swing on the end. He does get that win onto Mazino. Oxy finally connects onto Calm, but the spike still has been planted. Viper's still up, so the pit's still up. kiNgg is holding all the way back towards jail. There's only 2 players left now though for C9, and that's Vanity and Runi. And make that only Runi on a return in a C9 roster. On the top of the A tower. Trying to find at least something, being very quiet and silent. Forced to give his position away with the Vandal. As he
3 at A, so they got the numbers game for Cloud9. Once the wall's up and the plant's down, it's how they control the post plant that's going to be the question. These 2 sheriffs still alive to just Aspas and some ghosts for Leviatán. But this is going to be pretty full util coming back in here for Leviatán as they hold it.
I like this too. Using the orb instead to try to gain space towards this B site, then the wall, so you could fight towards Orange instead of doing the typical Viper wall conditioning towards this B site.
4 mollies for post plant. This seems unlosable if they just don't peek, right?
Yeah.
Right?
And they're set up and protected, right? It's going to be activated once the wall gets broken up and Xeppaa gets contact. There's an orb on the defense. The high tech to come out, perfect for the pulse plant util. Aspas and Mazino, though, has something to say. But they still have the util so far for Cloud9. Orb comes out. There's the first deniability. Mazino pushing down with Tex. As they're coming through the high tide, nobody's tapping on the spike
That's
yet.
Fourth one.
And there's just too much util for C9, for both Moose and Vanity to win a 2 versus 4 and off the spike. Playing towards the A tower because even if he activates the dash and tries to get away, but let's hold that thought to push out towards the bottom pipes held by Tex and also by kiNgg. It doesn't even matter if Aspas has a glass cannon. The rest of Leviatán are holding their ground. Vanity snuck through though. He might get an opportunity to take down Calm. Will do so and looks back towards the kitchen knowing that he heard the rotate from at least one player, and that's Aspas. Mazino has to watch the window now. The Al drone will clear him. Will force him back and give a chance here for C9 to pick up the spike.
Oh, the jump peek. Very smart by Mazino. Identifies 2 because that was the drone, so they know both are near tube now. Big information gained there. And smart play, so they can just play super back. Everybody's flank is covered. And Mazino's making sure this operator can't be lost.
This is good. This gets shot instantly. They heard the sound, so they double swing out. That's a 1-for-1, but here's the op. It's patience.
Get crept under it, no way. Oh, they get there, so now Aspas has to play this one pretty careful with that draft, or the dodge up.
There was such an early drone though, so they don't get the information of 4 players in the site. Yet Oxy still gets the opener. Mazino trades it right back, and everybody else is brought behind by a Viper wall and a Reckoning on top. And now the wall still forced to push back because of that Reckoning. He might get wasted here.
Absolute stall utility. And they just have to wait it out.
That's crazy. Insane to me that it's going to be the spike moving up towards the tower, knowing that the op is there to try to contest it. At least C9 is trying to fight back against it. Aspas, another kill with the operator. Looks back up, denied by Moose. Gives a chance now for the last 2 players of C9 to move inside the A site. Still Mazino in the back though. Another great anchor.
Huge.
30 seconds left.
There's that tap to flush him out. Mazino misses the shot, but kiNgg is on the other end. Top of the rafters.
Quick molly up.
Goodbye this time.
Very cool. Take out.
So they actually have a lockdown to retake against Moose's initiated lockdown on this A site. Leviatán comfortable of playing passively and give a chance and let a chance for C9 to get the plant down.
They have to play forward. C9 have to play forward at least for that lockdown initially to go off if they can pressure it.
And Mazino's low. The swing there is beautiful by Vanity, but instantly traded out by Mazino. Here comes the cavalry. The rotate over from Aspas. Waited by Leviatán on the top of the heavens. Xeppaa almost got a pick there, but once again too far. And on an island, cannot res any of his teammates, so he falls, but at least takes one down with him. Runi trying to find his own timing. Here's a rotate coming out. The dome coming up as well. Swinging across, gets that pick.
Being a post plant, Leviatán doing it.
And especially when they knew from the pistol round what C9 does, right? Util on post plants. They'll just use a lockdown out of orange, and that denies all that util towards green. So stacking on the A side to play the retake towards B.
Yeah.
Makes sense right now as C9 goes for the plant now.
It's been each time. Heals coming through as they get out of the Viper.
Standing ahead.
Seems like C9 realizes this though. So they have to fight against Leviatán, playing behind the Sage wall. Al drone comes out. It's going to spot 2 players there just under the tower. And Leviatán starts moving in. Oxy still gets the first pick though onto Tex, so that's locked down, denied. A second one through, dashing forward, trying to find a third. There is support from top and bottom. Does get the third before he falls by kiNgg. Advantage still for Cloud9. Bladestorm out for Aspas. The lurk from Moose with the Guardian, but traded out by Vanity at least. And this will be all that they wrote now for Leviatán. Aspas trying to fall back and save his operator, but C9 will get the round, and that's Vanity.
C9 getting the reads they want. The retakes aren't working for Leviatán as much. This could be a bit of a comeback, but we'll see.
Right here.
If you get one, it'll be nice. They'll get one.
Yeah.
Almost a second one.
A.
At least that makes it a little bit expensive. You definitely do see that you've wasted a lot, or had to use a lot of resources right now for Cloud9. That's a Hunter's Fury and a Res against a Thrifty from Leviatán.
so much. I mean, they save Lockdown and Reckoning just for another round, right? Round 7 of, or I'd say round 20. I would say C9 round 7 win.
Unless Aspas pops off with the Guardian, but yeah, definitely at this point now, both of them falling down, so no ults available. There's the shots that came a little bit too late. Third kill comes through. It continues to be very expensive right now for Cloud9. Snakebite lineup with the orb. The tap on the spike keeps him at bay. And Vanity has to push forward now because he doesn't have any more orbs. Wall on a defense. The spray. Aspas gets the pick. It's halfway. And Runi has to get the pick. Will get the headshot. And we'll be able to save it there for Cloud9. C9's not looking to trade it back. All 4 of them trying to move forward towards this B side. Aldrone even to clear towards the front, allowing even Aspas to pick up the op if he wants to. But instead, he'll cut rotates, pinning the rest of C9 towards this B side. Mazino has to jiggle to find that info. And here's the Hunter's Fury coming out here now on the defense. Calm with the contact onto Runi. That's one to fall. Reckoning even slow down the push. Mazino gets the perfect read. The wall comes down. The swing out from Xeppaa. Nice little flick. Gives a little bit of hope now for C9 to enter this B site. Remember these ults coming out on the defense. It doesn't matter for this plant now because they have to lock down on the defense from Tex 2. So winning condition for C9. Try to take down Tex and Aspas as well with the lurk. There's the ult first.
Just reaches the outside. They know what portion of the ult he's got to be in. It's really interesting and awkward now for Vanity.
Wait, Aspas is going to call it at least.
Yeah,
There's a snake bite into the pit. Aspas looks back. He'll get the first kill in, and now there you go. You have all that information coming through. The pit comes down. Moose is alone. He's going to get spotted for sure after the nanoswarm comes down. Nice little first shot, a second, but the defuse will still come through. And Leviatán watching flanks, or if it's going to be kiNgg just trying to use the lurks here, but we'll look at the lurks later. We have first contact at middle from Tiles. And the first one to answer is once again Leviatán. And Oxy falls at the beginning, watching it from the market.
First kill going to Mazino. We'll see how this breach utility comes through. So effective from different positions on Sunset and the ways that you can actually get your team into a site. Looks like they're all going to hunker down and get to this elbow area, though, as mid is being controlled very hard. None of the Cypher util's up, so Lev has to go forward or full re-clear behind themselves. This is going to be a weird pinch if they're not ready. Oh, they're ready now.
Yep, especially after that jiggle from Calm. That's 3 coming back. A high flash, a paranoia, doesn't hit Calm. So he actually has a perfect angle here. 1 versus 1 to jump across. Xeppaa wins that fight. Meanwhile, though, the plant did go down for Leviatán inside A. A flash towards the left corner. Aspas going for the curveball, seeing 3, connecting on to a bit of damage. And Mazino's trying to answer back, but the flash does not blind the opponents as they fall back. The heal out on the defensive side for C9 as we have players full HP trying to retake.
Just pushing forward. Lev get a few quick kills. Vanity to peek.
Lev was waiting the whole time, head-to-head against Vanity.
Yeah.
As Mazino still holds that sight down. Traded out by Runi. A tap on that spike and a tap of a stick. And that corner towards Dice has never been cleared. kiNgg gets the easy pick. Vanity trying to make some noise just to bait him out. The lurk here from Tex. But there's that rotate across. Nice fault line out from Tiles. And Oxy managed to escape.
Really nice escape, expecting that too. It kind of thwarts the fact that they want to play off the fault line. Oxy can still get the info, and now they play safe. But is it enough? Can the team rotate quick enough? Leviatán paused for a moment to get the util out, and it might be just enough time for Cloud9.
Yeah. There was a one-way being thrown there towards that left side, a smoke in the end when they got the flash contact and elbow. But this gives an opportunity for Leviatán to just flood. Look at all that util. Uh-oh. Flashes galore in all angles as Kong gets first blood onto Runi. Another flash coming through. Oxy's fully blinded, trying to stay alive. Nice little headshot though onto Mazino as the spike falls. There's 13 seconds left on the clock. A second kill coming through. Pink shells on the ground as the hope came out from Aspas. A 3 versus 1, 6 seconds left, trying to stay alive as he gets that pick, but there will not be enough time. Running through the protocols, Boost and Vanity fall back to, but that's the name of the game right now for Leviatán. C9, they have to try to fight, but they're fighting mid instead.
Pushing out very aggressively.
Yeah, they'll get one for that, so we'll take it.
Moving back around. So they know Lev's playing the orb game. That's something that Runi can hear inside B. It's something that's going to happen. You see Runi throwing the Viper or the Snake Bite out every so often, just trying to do a bit of damage, get some armor off, and chip him away. And this mid to market play could be huge.
Only good for that one kill, unfortunately, though, as they had the players to at least try to set up some sort of crossfire for Cloud9. Advantage still for Leviatán as the hot hands gets thrown at the staircase. Xeppaa runs through for a bit. Here's the spike going down, and he's hoping to get one.
Planted.
The blaze wall up, finally gets the pick there onto Aspas, but doesn't know that there is this player right here that lurked through. Xeppaa tried to clear it. There's no util left to try to get information for Cloud9. So it has to come down to the swings and the trades, and it saw nobody, so you pop the ult right away. You get information, and it's towards the A side. Showstopper gets two, but one of them was to run it back, so Aspas stays
30
alive.
seconds left.
And as we rotate back towards the B side, it's open, and kiNgg is the one moving forward. And trying to find a timing against Vanity, trying to rotate back, but Vanity instead is just trying to hold the main key choke points to allow his teammates to rotate over with 16 seconds left on the clock. And as he peaks a little bit too much, though, it's going to give a chance for the plant to come through.
They didn't realize how far
10
Leviatán
seconds
actually got into B. They were ready and waiting, so it tells
Wait,
you...
Nate's time. Sticking it right now. Oxy's pushing forward. Lunar gets the pick as well. C9 found the timing with the util to get these kills.
Vanity there. Ultimate comes right away from Calm.
And that's all the util down on this B site. And that forces now runi to play an off angle at the entrance of the B site, and there's that lurk on market. B site now open, and this time they'll get the plant.
Trying to basically guess everything, where they might peak, what the timing might be, and what the state of the game is. As they find these kills towards elbow, maybe?
Yeah, there's a flash. He's down. Xeppaa stuck in the elbow.
Can control. So they actually just go for control over the orb of A. Very nicely done. I mean, it's a set, but now if they go through mid around to A, this could make things sketchy here for Cloud9's defense.
Vanity was trying to play on the top of news. Might call it 10 spot from now on, but couldn't get that kill on the top of mid, forced to fall back in. That was the other important anchor piece on the top of middle. Xeppaa got smoked out, was trying to find information, and then he got picked in the end. So an early advantage for Leviatán. And actually, it dwindles down the defense that you currently have here from C9, because one has to be planted towards the A side, so it gives a lot of room for Leviatán to work middle and anywhere they want from there.
They have such good protocols out of this. Normally, you could almost say to yourself, all right, let them have mid. What are they going to do from there? But how explosive they become off of Mazino's utility. Aspas running forward. It seems almost unstoppable. They find Calm, though, to start it off.
With the first small mistake out from Leviatán to start, jump peeking with the recon dart, but it gives information for Leviatán to know how many players are towards B. Beautiful paranoia. An assist to allow Oxy to get the kill onto Aspas. Vanity playing the off angle right in that tight cubby. Hopefully get a tag or some kills. Nice little flash at the same time. If you're going to try to run through, you could get tripped over. As Leviatán is looking to exit or enter towards the A side. Nice little win by Tex. Even a second one thrown out the hat, and that's the remaining three players potentially here having no choice but to save. Yeah. Especially now that Aspas is pushing forward with the run it back, keeping them at bay. And look at Calm already lurking out towards the market, penching from behind.
Of course he is. The perfect lurk, too. Nobody, he's just getting the back of every player.
Hello? Just holds it out, the spray, forcing him towards Calm. Unfortunately, can get a second one, but you definitely do see the rest of Leviatán hunting down C9 towards the market. Now, thankfully, Rooney's still alive, so he can put the wall up. See, the last players, they don't have too much money to work with here, so the last three... Yeah. And it was off of camera to bait it out, but at least able to rotate back towards the market. That's tiles down. So you talked about this tiles control. They found it, but somebody still made it through. It's kiNgg just waiting to see if it could catch rotates, and it's shot deep so that he could actually swing through. Perfect timing to come across head-to-head against another smoker, and that's Vanity to fall. Flash on the front of the A side, beautifully done by Cloud9 just to answer right back, and that spike now in their control. Flank from behind, a 1-for-1. Calm is now alone. An opportunity to win a 1v1 right here, and he'll get it against Rooney. Spike now picked up. Recon dart available. He's just going to use all the time in his favor to add a little bit more. Wasting out or forcing out the neural theft. The ping across, the spike plant down, the sprays attempt, the off-angle position now by Calm. The double swing in the end.
Part of the map.
So they call the wall down and trying to sell a fake towards this A side with the L drone as Rooney's waiting. The walk contact play back into market. It's traded out. Showstopper out. And it gets swatted out by Aspas. There's that blaze wall back towards the spawn. Big flash putting Moose away. Xeppaa running through. There's that cage. And he's burning down from the hot hand. Second flash blinding Moose once again. And as they're playing back and forth with utility for C9, they can't capitalize on a kill.
They're just trying to get out of MOBA.
Exactly. And it gives enough chance here, enough time for Khan to meet up with his two teammates to try to isolate this B site. Nice shot by Xeppaa.
Spike down B.
As now the paranoid comes through. Now committed towards this B site. It's up to Moose to wait. 18 seconds left with the first tap. Khan playing the off angle, Op moving forward with a jump spot. Oh, couldn't connect the shots, unfortunately, all around the silhouette of Xeppaa.
That was crazy.
And you definitely do see once again
Without even anybody ready, it seems like they're just kind of set up protocols to make them think twice. Runi
with 3, easily done. You saw on the other end, they were trying to control middle, and then at least try to move up towards the A side with a fault line. Instead, it's a 100 sphere to try to create space for Tex. Crossing over, gets dropped.
Spike down
As this is a great chance for C9 to get a flawless. Bring that confidence and carry it over towards that second half. Com is going to use, once again, all the time in the world to make C9 antsy and hopefully punish some mistakes. But C9, you definitely see it. A pit on that spike, and they're just going to hold it.
They're like 38 seconds. What do you got? And it's going to be the
wasted to clear this area. You see the position from Leviatán already ready to set up these crossfire fault lines to even delay them.
bye-bye.
But this is it. This is the big one right here. Moose walking in, and he's going to be able to escape at least a trap coming through head-to-head now against Tex.
He knows Tex is back, but he doesn't know where the trips are. Doesn't want to get himself caught. Oh, no. Moose takes it upon himself to go in. It's exactly what you want to see from a new player. Feeling confident to make it happen. The plant's going to go down, and all this power from that pawn shop side could come through from C9 on this post plant.
Hot hands, paranoia, shock darts doing a lot of damage here on to C9, but Oxy still gets a pick. Another flash out through the smoke. Oxy gets a second one. Ping shells out. Vanity holding the site as players of Leviatán are falling down. One more left to go. Satchel out as well. Flash on the other end, getting the timing towards the one-way of Radar Knight into the shrouded step on the top. kiNgg couldn't capitalize on the kill. Oxy's actually still quite healthy.
Yeah.
As they get the paint shells to push him back, and that will allow C9 to get the plant.
Heal comes in from Xeppaa. They're back to topped off, just no armor from that chip. The 5v5 retake here to happen.
But Xeppaa used a lot of that timing of the dog only to spot that one player, so he doesn't really know how many players will be flooding out towards the A lane. But you can definitely see it from Leviatán. A fault line ready to cross the map. The Aldrone towards the front. Cages and smokes to try to slow them down. Aftershock. Xeppaa avoids it, stays inside the Viper Orb. As kiNgg is now going, he finally moved inside the site, gets that first headshot onto Xeppaa. Beautiful flash being done. That's a second one to fall for C9 on the post plant. But there is utility on that spike to delay that defuse out of Leviatán. And all that time that it took for Leviatán to attempt to take the A site, it's Icebox all over again.
Here for C9, not a lot of mid control, not a lot of rear control on their flank. They're just going forward, and it seems to work. This is going to be a different look, though. They go towards mid pretty hard as they just lose Vanity.
Exactly. Kamal did was spray down towards the smoke and contacted for a kill wallbang. Aldrone coming up and we're trying to answer back with their own wallbangs, but Oxy couldn't get it. Aldrone still hasn't been broken, so that forces players to push into the market. He gets 2 pings out of the Aldrone. Tex with the off angle. A flash comes out. Cage comes up. That saves actually Xeppaa at the same time. He counter flashes, but Aspas still holds the angle. And finally, C9 decides to fall back. Too many cages. Too many block views. As Aspas finally starts getting active.
So someone has to think about market, but it's the A play that's
keep Leviatán out towards the A side, and here comes the hit.
And this is what we talked about. C9 has been going A, conditioning towards that A, and just the Trailblazer in a delayed round will cause that rotation from Lev, but losing Moose in mid makes it 4v4, Vans.
They want to fight back towards the middle. Calm just got caught, so they have to try to push a little bit more. There's that nice pick by Runi. A tap on that spike, maybe. But now here comes a showstopper out, denied by Mazino. But instantly killed by Vanity. Aspas trying to move back out. Isolating, trying to isolate one of these last 3 players of C9.
C9 can hit this, they go for the throw.
So much noise. Curveball, 2 kills, make that 3.
Spike down B.
And that's one thing you learn real quick. They've done a lot of these setups at the beginning of the round from Aspas and Tex, and this is the first time that C9 tries to just tempo really quickly towards B main, and they were greeted by a huge surprise. It's late now in round number 19 of the second map. Giving a chance here for Leviatán early. Try to bring the game back.
We finally see what that Aspas and Tex hold at B looks like. Cam sees them, they throw down a gate, they get out a flash, and just start lacing through with the Phantom sprays, and specifically the Phantom sprays, so they can't be traded back as easy.
Revealing area.
Here we go towards A, dogged out, Runi almost got util caught, but he fires back.
That's crazy that he re-swings to pull out his weapon too, so Com was not ready for that one. Runs up for the kill into Tex, the timing off. The fault line. Rolling Thunder then answered back from the Seekers. It's a stalemate for now. Aftershock out as well. Does it contact? No, he's made it towards the back. Now Xeppaa is tucked in, 30 HP. Weapon now back out. He doesn't cut towards the left for the Sanzat runs all the way up towards middle. Spike also there. Big paranoia by kiNgg. Counter paranoia out from Vanity.
Towards
now they're trying to pin back, but here's the thing though. The setup from Cypher is actually towards the A site this time around. There's that first tag. And Oxy already falls. Dog now towards the back of Dice. He gets stunned. Trying to get these sprays. Trying to stay alive behind the cages. Giving time for Leviatán to rotate across as well. Now towards a dumpster. 2 kills coming out from C9 for 1 of Leviatán. You hear that running back from Aspas. There's that pick. A pinch now towards the connector. The hat comes out. It's a 2 versus 1. The run it back is over. He's now pinned back towards the back of the A site. And this is a chance now for C9 to close the map on a 2 versus 1.
Moose's lurks this game have secured some pivotal rounds right now for Cloud9. They're going to get the plant. It's going to be in front side. That's going to be a little bit tougher here if that's going to want to be a push from Aspas and for them to spam through. But Aspas' wall is down. It's just going to be the fight for fight here. Can he get the transfer? C9 set up in a bit of a contact crossfire here.
And he has no utility, and right now you just have to run the main protocols now for C9. Smoke being thrown out, even towards the staircase. Aspas is just making noise, saying, come at me, bro. Tap it onto the spike. There's that first jiggle. And see on the other end, Moose is just waiting towards long B the whole time. So they're just letting Vanity win that 1v1. And Vanity calling to start pivoting towards the A site as a knife gets so much information thrown by Xeppaa. That pivot is out there. 33 seconds left on the clock, but middle is open for them to pivot back if they want to.
30
Leviatán
seconds
now
left.
commits inside A to start. There's a Nanoswarm's paranoia out. There's that flood retake, counter paranoia. First blood from Xeppaa, traded out by Leviatán, who takes the advantage now. Moose staying on the top, waiting for his teammates. More jiggles out from the attack as there's 13 seconds left until we finally start the plant down on A. Oxy and Runi with Sheris. Runi alone, denied by
Com is on a very heavy lurk to make sure C9 get no pressure towards B or mid, as kiNgg has something to say about it.
Yeah, in the bonus round, Vandal connects onto Oxy. And of course, you saw at the beginning here, Vanity was holding with the judge. And if you've seen Sadak do this with a judge at this spot, of course you'll see Vanity do it. One of the good guys here with the shotguns with the Bucky. And there's that contact, at least on the top mid. At M3, Runi is forced to fall back, 51 HP remaining. There's that wall for the crossover. And Moose will have to try to anchor pretty much solo at this point. 2 Nanoswarms already popped out. Recon Dart to try to get info. No spray opportunity coming out here from the spawn. So Moose playing the off angle, hit by 2 flashes. And Mazino wall bangs him.
Tough spot to play. Trying to catch him off guard for maybe 1-2 with a drop in. The util is done.
You have the protocols for the trades. Vanity at least upgrades for the exit. Spike will go off. And the lurk comes in. It's going to be the one running in. Just basically being a Cypher camera.
Ooh,
And there's that Pittsburgh knife play that Mimi was talking about. Maybe even a little bit of a ziff. Wall up to look inside the window, but to decide otherwise. Walking back towards A. The lurk from kiNgg trying to find an opening. He knows that a knife is close. Oh, the tap there onto Vanity. Miss comms coming through, but at least it's a nice bait to get that kill. And now Xeppaa will have to try to anchor towards the back of the generator. The wall across now, a pop flash to slow things down, giving a chance for 2 players to rotate up towards the A heaven. Storming into sight now. Xeppaa comes into contact, gets the trade-off as Oxy falls. Last one to go is going to be Mazino. Shock dart lands, no chip damage. He gets a plant down with 13 seconds left. There's a big lurk coming out right now from Moose. So Runi's just trying to hold it out. Because that wall was up here by the stage. He's just trying to leak around it.
Oh.
Just saw him, picks him off. At least he gets information from Moose, who swings out.
They got a good hold here. Les Util starts to come in. Nice kill on the bots. Nice kill on what would have been some of those mollies.
Oh. Moose there gets that pick onto Tex, who got hit by his teammate's paranoia, so that's a small mistake. Aspas trying to find an entry, pushing out towards the spawn, will connect onto Runi. Moose unfortunately couldn't anchor the back of that B site. Vanity with a classic. Crossfire set up, close with the judge.
Cover going out.
You know it's pretty much over at this point, but he's at least trying to do some damage here. But despite that small mistake on the execution from Leviatán, the push out towards the spawn seems like C9 weren't ready for that one.
Yeah, getting through that, especially without being able to hit the alarm bot from Killjoy, being able to util destroy with their hitting. I think that's a little bit...
To start things off, there's a bit of util. It's not being cleared. The dig, second dig, it stays alive at 1 HP. Finally, Oxy comes in for it. The dash forward to get the pick off on the Tex finally. That's spiked down. He'll get picked up. And he knows he's trying to hunt him down. The last 3 players of Leviatán inside B. And they close the market door.
30 seconds left.
What a heady play off the spike, knowing it could go down in that tight pinch. They get the quick Omen ultimate. Now it be, and it pressures this Blade Storm to come up even bigger now.
kiNgg has second smoke. There you go. Pops it up, delays even
That's
more.
tough.
Not giving a chance here for Runi and Oxy to come out from the market. So they have to opt now to go towards the spawn. Aspas is not looking towards the right area. Because of that recon dart that got popped there by Runi. A 2v2. Cannot win the fight against kiNgg, and it's up to Oxy alone. Another contact gives him a dash. Looks towards the right, cannot connect, and it comes down to these two.
Yep.
On the high-low in heaven. Utility now forces the op away. Slow Orb not allowing here Oxy to walk out, so it's up to Moose alone.
Oh.
Down towards Hell to swing out with the first headshot. Trying to surprise other ones, but it's 2 players swimming against him. At the jump up is Aspas. Oxy had a sixth sense, has support, there's the wall. Pain Shell's now pushing players back, and the res comes up on the kiNgg. Advantage back for Leviatán on the pulse plant. So much util to keep them at bay.
Free hit coming in slow, paranoia, but they can't even play on. Flawless on there.
And the attack. Moose instantly with the lockdown with 30 seconds left. Still giving a chance for Oxy to set up. There's that wall bang off the Tex. Showstopper in. Goes out towards the logs. He gets a second kill for it before he dies. And Moose connects onto Aspas, holding down this B site. The last 2 players are detained. Moose is trying to find him.
10 seconds.
There's one.
Enemy
The
remaining.
headshot across. Upgrading a weapon, and Mazino is there. Holding with an Odin towards B main, but also towards market if they actually decide to do that. So the alarm bot just got broken. The wall came up. There's the execution from Leviatán. Pop flash coming through from Xeppaa, though. He gets nailed by the pink shells out from Aspas. And instead of the wall bangs, they don't want to let them know that there's an Odin yet for C9. As now he ADS punished. Moose in the same position, but too many players from Leviatán there. An opportunity for surprise plays, but all caught individually. Leviatán gets an open B site for a plant in the last
Split
2.
them up. If they're still in those anchor spots, you have all that time to work with the spike going down as they rotate over. A hold to come in here for C9 if they can stay alive from less pressure.
Vanity just got spotted now.
Oh.
Lee's trying to stay alive as the upshot unfortunately was missed by Oxy. Now he's gonna head it down at Wine. There's that first contact. Updraft, Shorty! Wait! Flash coming out. The wall bang all the way up towards Pizza. Well, Aspas is trying to create noise here towards Garden. He hears a jump that's gonna punish Vanity, who jumps around and gives a nice chance here for the rotate to happen. A potential trade, he TPs away. Stuck in a corner though. Runi trying to fight him. He'll trade it out. Meanwhile, though, the plant is happening towards the A site. Nice little first and second contact. Once again, beautiful play by Runi. And with the combination through, gets the paint to allow. Paranoia 2 to ensue, clearing it out. Snake bites, you see the util being thrown right now. Oh, it misses! And Vanity is able to move forward to get the kill on Takım. Xeppaa on the top of heaven, catching Aspas with util in his hands, headshots him. As kiNgg instantly becomes the last player standing. Double swing out towards the heaven. You see the...
And kiNgg hears this. He's just ready for the swing.
At this point.
Oh.
Can you find your treasure now?
Three
Oxy trying to go with the dash activate, the trade across, not there for C9, but they fall back now towards middle. Vanity did lurk across though at the switch.
Oh, this is
30
incredible.
seconds left.
That actually Mazino's kill is huge to stop this rotation over. They're not going to have numbers to sight now.
Exactly. And Xeppaa cannot get the contact off the flash, and that's the spike down. Mazino did a great job here to cut these rotates, and the lurk now. This done a lot of damage at the same point too. Runi at 21 HP and trying to find a timing, and with that wall coming up, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. And also the audio cue there, the audio cue rather, is there. Beautiful flash though. Triple swing right behind that, and that's Aspas down. Upgrading to a submachine gun to dash across the lurk. Couldn't work out for Moose though. At least C9 have made it inside the A site for a plant.
Oxy's got that gun too. If they confront one of these choke points, they can get quite a few kills. kiNgg's gonna help out by taking Xeppaa though, 4v3 on the retake.
Spectre could be everything inside the site now in the hands of Oxy. Runi also still has his Sheriff. It looks like he's playing all the way back here towards the A site. Does he have a lineup for shot darts? No, it was just for a recon dart on the top of heaven. There's that first kill on the attempt of a retake from Leviatán. A 3 versus 3. Instantly 2 kills, and Runi
Have to respect the setup they've seen. It's just the Tex and Aspas and Tree, and now only Tex. All this time being bought here with how Lev has played the defense before, making Cloud9 think twice. They'll know they have a free site though.
Big trade.
Big trade in mid as this plant goes down. A little bit of a push-up coming in from Oxy. Could be the key factor here.
So now you have a 3-on-3 on A site and a 1v1 on B. Spike now planted on the ACF for Cloud9. Owl drone to push forward, leaving Oxy in that same position, spotting at least one. Oh, no way. Gets that first kill, turns around for the second, traded out by Aspas. That 1v1 towards B was won by Moose, so it's Aspas alone, pinched. Nice shot at least.
Look at the kills too.
With this Bucky, Orb's gonna get picked up. There's the execution. One of the rare moments of C9 moving in towards B. Calm though has lurked around and gets the kill with the Bucky. Trying to answer back, gets a second somehow. And finally he gets traded out. But this is room to breathe for Leviatán, because Aspas has a hero rifle here. C9 moving inside the B site for a plant at least.
Good job. Okay.
Might slow it down for a bit. There's another slow up too, but it's gonna keep them close. That forces out the Hunter's Fury. There's that first ping though, and kiNgg gets the kill with the Odin. Off from the lane. Almost got that kill onto Aspas.
30 seconds left.
Now there's 30 seconds left. It's C9's time to try to do some hero plays. Planning outside in the open. Oxy was trying to use his reaction time to get off it, and then to push forward if somebody was fighting back against him. 2v2, Vanity saving the round so far for C9, as it's up to Tex. Small shields, there's one, the trade. Quicker way to break down the walls here with the Odin instead of knifing it across. Tex now walking forward as the wall comes down, gets an instant punish with the spike down. Mazino answering at the top of mid as well from Pizza. Moose ADSing, nice shot there onto Aspas, a little bit of an overcommitment, but also respected, because Vanity TP'd to grab the spike and are moving into the A site.
Delay from the lockdown to come in, but it looks like Tex wants to make a play.
He made it through. He made it through now. Vanity was squeezed back down towards hell. And as he tries to call it for his teammates, Runi's there for the save once again from A main. Mazino stuck. There's still no answer for Leviatán on the amount of times we're heading towards A. Again, but a different tempo. Done early in the round. Spike is already down. Oxy made it across, down to 21 HP, was wallbanged there from the top of heaven. There's the head-to-head, but kiNgg steals the kill away. With Spike down out in the open, showstopper available, not anymore. 1 for 1, Runi alone. Lurk on the top, the lineup on 2, connects there. And it's up to him and kiNgg. Owl drone available. 3 seconds on a recon dart as well. kiNgg hiding it back around the dice. So runi runs with no information whatsoever. kiNgg looking to move back towards the A main. Out in the open. Not too many weaknesses, but you're using bodies to try to get information into fight from tree and from switch to top mid.
This is such a new look from C9. Fully spread out in a default. 30 seconds left on the round as they start to work towards mid with an idea here for B.
And this time they're giving that Vandal over to Oxy because they need him to
30
entry.
seconds left.
Jump spotting, finding information. Null command comes out early. And that was actually done on the defensive side. 22 seconds left on the clock. Pivoting back towards A.
Cover going out. You.
And this time it's the attacker side using it, so there's no showstopper available now for Leviatán inside the site, but it doesn't matter. Aspas gets the first kill. kiNgg is there for the support. Finally, the Odin comes in. Tex trying to find a timing towards the back, has a res at the same time. runi once again alone.
Spike planted.
Body is showing out the cape as well. Swings out into. Spike being dropped to make an audio
I have
cue.
the spike. Right here.
Both players now creeping up towards M3. And that's Xeppaa and Moose. Trying to walk around and trying to get a backstab, and they'll get it. Mazino falls. And at the same time, Xeppaa is all the way out towards the spawn at B. Yes, there's an exchange of battle here, and there's that lurk play. Beautiful here for Cloud9. Advantage comes in for them, but they're a little bit spread across the map. kiNgg has to come up huge now. Oh, what a shot there onto Moose. Last two players grouping together against the last two of Leviatán. Both of them moving towards the A heaven.
30 seconds left.
kiNgg pivoted once again to meet up with Calm at the door and looking to backstab the backstabbers.
Perfect timing here. The buddy system going to be working out great for Leviatán as they can get themselves back to safety. Do they stick together? No, they decide to split.
Recon dart outside of the smoke, allowing here for the plant to come down. Two individual 1v1s potentially here. Snake bites being thrown from Calm. Pivoting back towards the dice.
Good
kiNgg is moving
distraction.
towards Generator. Nice little first shot by runi. There's kiNgg to trade it right back. A 1v1, half HP is runi.
Can you
Suppresses, kiNgg has the paranoia now, hits it. TP on the top, trying to find it, the headshot. Towards Cat. The wall up will not allow the lurk to happen. And there's the exec. Tex trying to run through, shooting a bit, and they're doing all the damage. Perfect second slow orb, he fully blinded though. Xeppaa answers back. Mazino comes across, and the timing on that one is not in his favor either. And somehow, a slight overheat from Leviatán. Punished right away. Tap on the spike, they know Calm is here. Calm trying to get the wall back shots, but does not connect. Another tap once again.
30
Pain
seconds
shells.
left.
They're getting good util out here.
They know Aspas is at the top though. And what maybe could save him is hopefully a knife, but it's in 23 seconds only. So that showstopper may do a lot of damage. runi down low at 21.
There.
The jump up on the generator. Second shot dart, no contact onto Aspas. A lurk around here from the top. Xeppaa breaking the window. As now the players are running down. Jump spot on the first. Trying to go for a second jump spot. It's at half. Nice little first shot. Second one coming through. And now Xeppaa has to try to win a 2v1. There's that first. Could play the time. Comes across on the left side. Aspas pushing forward. Xeppaa. Momentum back in the favor of Cloud9. Money in shambles for Leviatán. No command to push through, and Tex instantly on the pivot for the flank. Has a timing here. Has all the information, but only has a sticker. Still drops the no command. The trades come out for Leviatán. Up to Moose alone. Has the lockdown and is forced to pull it out right away.
Solo Moose. Everybody knows where he is now.
Oh, and the res too. It's the...
A lot of cat play, a lot of tree play from both teams.
Big paranoia. That slows down the push once again, allowing the wall to get broken. And here comes the chaos inside the smoke. First blood this time for Leviatán. Trying to run through again, maybe trying to look for a play. Xeppaa doesn't have any more flashes. Aspas somehow gets a wall bang onto Moose as he falls as well. Plat now coming in for Leviatán.
A little chip damage, but is it enough? 5v3 here. And
so
they
annoying.
still haven't got tree back.
Finally, as they break the second wall, that could allow for them to go for a 3-2-1 swing. But instead, one was caught with a reload, allowing runi, or forcing runi to peek alone. At least he stays alive.
You still have Calm just lurking around the map during all of this too. So many options for Lev to clean it up.
Up draft avoids a shorty once again denied. And And also the ace denied by Runi. 4 HP. They have to be on point now on the execute. kiNgg rotating back, pushing out the top of the lane. There's that dash in from Oxy. kiNgg just waiting inside of that smoke. Players now moving down on the other end. Pinch from behind, kiNgg gets one, moves as well. Advantage up for C9. 3 players to fall. 13 seconds left, the plant will come down. Tex and Aspas looking to fight back. 2 players staying behind the boathouse for Cloud9 as the other 2 are playing contact first at the staircase. Odin in the hands of Oxy. As Aspas is now starting to close the gap. You hear the Odin being shot on the other end. Alarm bot now, Nanostorm. Aspas is now slowed down. Cannot get across, has 2 satchels to work with, but decides to walk forward instead. A 1-for-1, last one on the lane. And we will go. Spray on middle because of this Viper wall. Was trying to get something on top mid. Off in the hands of Oxy. And he actually avoided, walked across a snake bite. Down to low HP, has the dash and trying to move forward to potentially try to get the pick into kiNgg. But kiNgg knows better, just tucks in. There's that wall for the split. Now Oxy's just waiting and gets that pick. No more splits coming in from Leviatán. Lots of them being spotted out here towards the market. And Leviatán still engaged towards the entry. Nice little shot there onto Moose through the smoke, tying things up on a 4-4. Runi now answers back as Mazino's trying to find another surprise kill inside spawn. kiNgg doing the same. Oh, it's loose. He loses the fight to Vanity with the judge somehow. Spike, meanwhile, though, has been planted. 2 players left.
Good paranoia.
Aspas is blind, forced to fall back. Tex is trying to make a play. The sprays now from the spawn. 1 is suppressed. No heals, no slow orbs, so Tex is just trying to move forward, and it's beautiful.
Get Oxy into tree.
Okay, different type of wall here too, but it gets instantly broken, so no time to react. As it funnels in Oxy, Tex gets the easy kill. And that's a beautiful first blood now for Leviatán. Big flash now, Aspas blinded at Dice. C9 closing in. Vanity using his own smoke as for cover. But then just seeing Runi run through, Aspas gets a second showstopper. Runi doesn't need it so far, not finally pops it out.
This kiNgg set up with Noya. They're not even going to run the time down that much. They're just going to hit.
Oh, but everything missed. There's that wall to come out towards the lane, but it's funneled into all that microwave set up by Moose. It comes up, keeps it at bay. Moose falls down at the same time, though, but Leviatán has contested and taken over this B site. Oxy almost got some wallbang kills there. Tex now pushing up on the other end at the staircase, a 1-for-1.
3v3 now.
Spike planted.
As it gets planted, the reposition by Leviatán. kiNgg stays towards the B main. Oxy with the dash, but cannot use it. So for C9, they're breaking the wall. kiNgg now finally gets spotted. Copper's moving out. Oxy running on the other end, gets that pick. Blade Storm now available. Crouching in, gets the kill there onto kiNgg. As it's Mazino for kiNgg. And the knife comes out. They're trying to clear it out here towards the B main. Didn't get the ping there onto Mazino, forced to fall back. kiNgg does get the pick onto Runi though. Holding his spot towards the lane. Aspas flew to rescue to help out as well. 1-for-1, Moose is alone trying to get some lucky kills with the sprays. But this is looking like a done deal. Aspas hunting Doctor towards main. There's that wall up and the execution attempt towards B. Oxy able to fall back.
Boom, Moose is ready.
Falls behind, yeah, nice little wall bang there with the Odin as Vanity gets another pick. 2 coming out towards the lane and a beautiful paranoia for him to fall back.
Oh,
as they're rotating back towards Cat. Xeppaa is waiting right there to TP across. There's that trade-off. That's the spike down once again. Hot flash on their hand, just trying to escape. Meanwhile, Aspas has picked up the spike, and he's also the last player standing. 23 left on the clock. 1 kill gets him a showstopper. Xeppaa just waiting out and forced to fall back.
It's so hard to sell a fake this many OTs in. A site's the hit.
And it's traded out. Once again, kiNgg denied now, anchoring towards the A site. Xeppaa still low on HP. Trying to figure out who they could give the spike to for a plant. He's gonna plant it for A main. Beautiful owl drone actually spawns a couple of players up towards the A heaven, as Leviatán actually has all 4 players and no lurks. There's grenades being thrown. There's the ADS from a few. And there's the first to fall. That's Oxy on top of Generator. Shot darts coming out, misses as it's trying to get towards the door. A tap on the spike, the spray through the smoke. Continuing through, but players of C9 still down. Xeppaa alone.
Retakes are hit.
But C9's potentially looking to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Walking up the contact. There's Vanity getting ready to swing out, punish. And there's a 2-for-1 in favor of Leviatán. Will this get clear in the corner? The Boombot will not. As they run across, they try to clear it out. He can play this off angle. He gets one. The second satchel saves him, and he still gets kiNgg. Aspas inside the site, forced to reload, stuck out towards the dice. A 2 versus 2. Moose has already rotated across with Runi though. As he out-drones out for info, knows exactly where the 2 players are. The first one planted, the second one towards main. Showstopper now out after the plant. Will force them to fall back. And they have to wait it out. Now that it's finally shot, but look at that positioning now from Calm. The wall up, he repositions now towards the tree, but the turret, he avoided it. And he heard the footsteps.
One enemy remaining.
Aspas will get the kill. It's up to Runi alone. For the first time here, we might see an attacker side win. A tap on the spike first. There's that first shot, and the second one!
Aspas's Boombot right out of B main. They know that's the lurk,
it's quick.
and it's going to be hit on A.
Super quick right now. C9 already inside the site. And it's open. Leviatán is looking to play the retake. But they haven't crossed inside yet because everything was slowed by Texas slow orbs at that stage. Double swing in. Oxy with the first blood. Runi with the plant. Leviatán does not want to give a chance for C9 to set up as they're already throwing utility. 2 up towards the heaven. Oh, a nice shot by Oxy. All done by Runi's util. Tex answers right back through the door, a 1-for-1, but the advantage still for C9 on this pulse plant. Calm trying to drop down, trying to get the wall bang, finally takes down Xeppaa. kiNgg dropping inside the site right now, no smoke to cover him.
Molly off.
There's that Molly, he gets it at halfway at least. kiNgg and Calm against Moose and Vanity. Vanity at low HP, Moose trying to fight long range. Smoke now dissipates, the backstab, but the trade. Calm now to 1v1, the pit comes out, and he's dying now too. The volleys, but then